back at it again with 13 do's and don'ts in Stardew Valley. Don't be crippled by the luck prediction on the TV. Yes, it is true that luck affects many things in this game, but even the things that it does affect, it is only a small amount. The most impactful thing that luck affects seems to be finding ladders in the mines, but everything else is free game. So, do play the game as hard as you want, regardless of what the silly luck channel tells you. Trust me, you will have more fun if you don't let that channel control your decisions. Don't try and juggle everything at once. There are so many things that we absolutely need to do in this game. Fishing, mining, friends, foraging, farming. It's just too much. Don't try and do it all every single day. It will burn you out of this game. Do focus and prioritize what you do day by day. I find it much more fun if I focus on a single activity each day. Of course, if you're headed to the mines, you can quickly give your love interest a gift, but keep it simple. Don't overburden yourself with maximizing everything every day. Don't just upgrade your tools randomly as soon as you have the resources and gold. Unfortunately, when you upgrade your tools, Clint will take them away from you and you will have to wait for him to finish upgrading them. This is especially true if the day it should be completed is the day of a festival. Do plan your upgrades carefully, but if you really don't want to stress about it, add a temporary second player in a split screen and yoink their tools. Don't just sell whatever you find. Yeah, I know you've done this. Either your inventory was full and you just started dropping things in the trash, or you just dumped everything you had at the end of the season to see how much money you can make on a single day. I did it too. Instead, do keep at least one of everything. I promise you, you never know when you might need something highly specific. And if it's only obtainable within a specific season, you might have to wait an entire season to get it again. And if you often see yourself dropping things in the trash to clear up inventory space, just upgrade your trash can already. Over time, the reclaimed gold can make a big difference. Don't you dare ignore fishing. I know it can be hard to catch fish if you just started playing the game, but as soon as you get used to it, it might just become your favorite pastime in the game. Fishing is highly profitable, especially in the early game. Fishing can get you love gifts for some of the townspeople, and most importantly, you need to fish to craft some of the best food in the game. So, do fish and make use of everything that can make fishing easier. Level up your fishing skill, get the best fishing tackle, and use food that boosts your fishing level. Each one of those makes small differences, but all together, you will catch anything if you put your mind to it. Don't just buy farm buildings recklessly. The game will tell you to buy a coop really early on. Robin also suggests that you build a well early on. And you have the opportunity to build a mill or a slime hutch or even a fish pond. Do prioritize farm buildings that can actually hold animals. Coops and barns are by far the most important farm buildings that you will need to both complete the community center and to make money with. These farm buildings are arguably more important than a silo. Yes, without a silo, your animals can't eat when it rains, but they can still eat grass outside of the farm buildings, and it doesn't rain that often, right? It could also be argued that you shouldn't build a shed until you have purchased the cabins and upgraded those. Cabins take much less space on your farm than a shed. They have more open space and you will get more space for costs. Cabins are just better than sheds, I guess. Don't just have boring, profitless winters. Winter is that season where everything dies and you are filled with despair and boredom, especially your first winter. Try and complete the community center early in your first winter to spend it all on Ginger Island. If that is not an option, at least try to complete the pantry bundle so you can have a greenhouse to keep you busy. Winter doesn't have to be boring if you don't let it be. Don't fix the bridge by the beach early. Fixing this bridge costs 300 wood. That's more than 10 trees worth of wood. You could be using that to craft tappers, farm buildings, and bee houses. The amount of money you can make from harvesting these forageables that spawn here are not worth it early on. So do spend your wood wisely. Those forageables are better when they are guaranteed to be iridium quality. Don't be a complete degenerate like me. I know we talk a lot about money, efficiency, and all of that good stuff, but don't let that ruin your farm aesthetics. You can have a good money-making farm that also looks good. Yeah, it will take more effort, but imagine the internet points when you post your farm on Reddit. So do spend some time on decorating. Do small parts of your farm at a time. And before you know it, the entire farm will look amazing. It's worth the effort. Don't be scared off by those hard achievements. There are a few achievements in this game that seem impossible, like completing the Jojo Mart, beating Journey of the Prairie King without dying. Yeah, so those are hard to do, right? But with the right exploit and mindset, they can be quite easy. So do abuse glitches and willpower to get 100% of the achievements in Stardew Valley and be the top 1% of gamers. Don't work too hard. Yeah, I bet you were not expecting that. The thing about Stardew Valley is that the game gives us all of the tools we need not to work hard. Sprinklers to keep our crops watered, Junimos to harvest our crops for us, crab pots to catch fish for us, obelisks that let us travel around, and a return scepter to get back home instantly. And most importantly, a wiki so we know exactly where everyone is at any point in time. So do make use of all the tools that the game gives us to make playing the game easier. Remember, work smart, not hard. If you have already played Stardew Valley a ton, don't just start up a new normal playthrough. Yeah, this game has a lot to do and it's always fun until you have done it all 10 times over. Do keep things fresh. Add some unique challenges to your next playthrough, like only being able to sell on the last day in a season, or dropping the profit margins to like 25%, or even something insane like never leaving your farm. The more creative you are, the more fun you can make the game for yourself. Don't rush. Stardew Valley is not a game with an end. You can take 10 years to complete the community center if you want to. Yes, your grandfather will evaluate your progress after the 3rd year, but don't feel pressured to complete everything by then. You can re-evaluate at any time. So do have fun with the game. Do start new playthroughs, and most importantly, do take breaks so as to not burn out. That last one is important. Wow, would you look at that? Another 8 do's and don'ts in Stardew Valley. Quick, click fast. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.